What's up, everybody? New York Comic Con, we're talking. With Lady Stoneheart right here. Here, let me move over. Scooch over. I don't bite hard. Guess the movie.
I don't care.
She doesn't care. She just doesn't care. I'm gonna open a cerveza. I just started work again this week. It's been brutal, man. All right, we're here. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about New York Comic Con. So we're gonna go through the panel schedule. I'm interested to see what you guys think about the guest list because we have not gotten a guest list since like the very beginning. Basically, I think they announced Troy Baker, who voices Joel in The Last of Us, and now we have like a trio there. And who else did they announce? I think there was like one other person really, and that was basically it. So they really haven't announced anybody big since their first announcement, I guess. But I put a poll in there. Let me know if you are headed to New York Comic Con, and we'll see how that goes. Just curious to see how many people that follow the channel are going. I want to do a meetup, but it kind of depends upon like if you guys are going or not. So because I'm not going to set up a meetup if like one person's going, we could just meet up. Anyways, so let me know in the poll over there. So today we have we got announced the panel schedule, and we also all the reservation information. So I think what we'll do is we're gonna go through the panel schedule. I don't want to like spend too much time on it. We'll just kind of go through it. Then we'll really talk about mostly how to actually get into these panels. And I have the list of how many people can actually fit. So we'll kind of go through that. And then at the end of the video, we'll talk a little bit about how to go through the reservation system. Because this is it's similar, but a lot different than San Diego Comic-Con. And also don't forget to smash that like button. Were you about to say something? Do you have anything to add?
No, looking forward to seeing the play though.
We're going to see the Stranger Things play. Yes.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah. So I think it'll be good. It has really good reviews on Broadway. So all right, let's do the panels first. So let's pull this guy up over here. This one right here, right? And also YouTube started this new thing with these like super chat goals. So I just put it in there. I have 3 Rokimoto figures that are duplicates. So if we can get 5 super chats, we'll just do a giveaway at the end of the stream. That's what that goal thing is that you guys might see over by the kind of like where the chat is. I think it is. I'll be honest with you, I've never really seen it. This is the first time I actually noticed it, and I'm like, I'll just toss it on there and see what happens. But if we can get 5, then we can do that giveaway at the end. All right. It's funny. These controls are different than last time we did it live, because all of this is different down here. Here we go. So we want to pull up share screen. All right, so let's go through the panels. Now, if you don't know about the panels for New York Comic Con, so this is on the actual website. So if you want to follow along, you can go ahead and just pull up New York Comic Con and just go to the panels. So basically, the way this works is in San Diego, just to kind of give you the difference, in San Diego, the panel schedule is released and you just go get there early for whatever you want to see. Obviously, it all depends on popularity and the size of the room, and you just get in line and you wait and see. Hall H obviously is a different little beast there, but that's basically how you do it in San Diego. The way they do it in New York is the 2 big stages. The first one is called the Empire Stage, and the other is called the Main Stage. So now the Empire Stage, they've actually made this much larger than it used to be. It used to hold about 3,000. Now it's upwards of like 6,000 to 6,600. So there's quite a few. Just to put that in relation to Hall H, I think Hall H was like 6,500. So it's about the size of Hall H. So what they do is they have a reservation system. So if you want to see a certain panel in that room, you go into the reservations, and it's just like any kind of lottery. You just kind of wait and see. I think they allow you to do a +1. I'm not 100% sure Actually, no, they don't. Or do they? I don't think they do, actually. Because remember, a couple years ago, I went to see Ewan McGregor by myself. So actually, I don't think you get a +1. I can't remember now. Shoot. She's going to look it up. For some reason, I think they don't give you the +1. I think you have to both do it. Which is kind of silly because, like, why do you want to go see a panel by yourself? You know, and here's the other thing. I actually sent them an email about this earlier. I asked them how. I said how. Okay, so like I have VIP, she doesn't. So VIP, let me just break this down. Okay, so VIP, you actually don't have to do anything with the reservations. You are guaranteed a seat as long as you show up 30 minutes before. So if I show up to the Empire stage at 10:30 and the panel starts at 11, I'm guaranteed a seat. Now, am I going to be the front row? Probably not. People probably got there earlier than me, right? But you're guaranteed to get in. So my question to New York Comic Con was, how many, how many people can I bring with me if I'm allowed to bring anybody at all? And I couldn't find it on the website. She's looking some stuff up now, though, so we'll see.
It just says everyone needs to make their own reservation.
Yeah, so you have to have your own reservation. So like I said, it's kind of weird because, why would you want to go see a panel by yourself? And this is actually, now I'm thinking I'm going to get my answer. They're probably going to come back and say, no, VIP gets a seat. If only one of you have VIP, then the other person can't go unless they make a reservation. Then I actually have to give up my VIP better seat to sit with her. So it's, it's nice to know, yes, I'm going to that panel. You don't have to wait hours and hours and hours. Now, there always will be a standby line for this room, also with the main stage. But, you're just kind of, luck of the draw at that point.
They even say that if you have 2 tickets under your email address, you could only make reservations for one. So it's better to use separate email addresses.
Yeah. Real quick, I'm going to say hi to you guys. What's up, Kenneth? How you doing, brother? Braylon, how are you, sweetie? So here's the thing with New York, okay? How do I want to say this? Because, again, I'm kind of trying to relate this to San Diego, right? So when you go and get in these lines, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that you have to get there like hours in advance, even to get like? I guess people do.
If you want to sit close.
If you want to sit close, yeah. I mean, the reservation is supposedly just guarantees you to get in the room and have a seat. It's weird though because I did see that they posted, or somebody, maybe it was on Twitter. Somebody.
It says you have to be in line 35 minutes in advance to guarantee your reservation.
So 35 minutes. So now it's 35 minutes.
So you can't have panels back to back either.
Yeah, and like, so if you get into a panel room and like it's like I said on Twitter, somebody said, well, what if I have a child with me who's under the age of I think it's like 12. So I think they can come with you. But then there's another comment saying that they're not guaranteed to get a seat. It's weird.
Well, it's first come, first serve for everybody.
Yeah. But I guess, again, if you do happen to have VIP, you are guaranteed. Just get there 35 minutes early. You're guaranteed to have your seat. If you have the reservation for the panel, same deal. You'll be guaranteed to have a seat. Just get there 35 minutes early. And like she said earlier, if let's say I bought the tickets, right, and I have 2 Friday tickets, if I don't transfer my ticket to her, they're not going to let me use both of those tickets to get reservations. I'm only allowed to have one. So that they did post it on social media. You got to make sure you transfer any tickets that you're not using, because if you don't do that, then it's wasted and you can't get it back.
Well, they even say that after you make your reservations, it's not like San Diego. You can't change them. After you make the reservations, you can't change it. So if you make a mistake or something, you're stuck with whatever you pick.
So if you have any questions about that, guys, just toss a comment in the chat there. All right, guys. So we'll kind of go day by day, and I'm really just breaking down the Empire stage and the main stage. The main stage is downstairs in like the I don't want to call it the basement, but basically it's like the basement of the convention center. Yeah. But it's in the bottom. So like when you get into the show, that waiting area, you can actually go wait in line over at the main stage. So if there's a panel at like 11 o'clock and you don't need to go to the show floor, you'll see a line over there. Because again, the closer, or I'm sorry, the sooner you get in line, the closer you're going to be in the panel.
But are you gonna do it for main stage? Because I did this earlier.
I have to go down here and do it though.
Main stage.
And then so that's the main stage. We'll do the main stage first. Main stage is a load smaller. It's about 3,000. And then the Empire stage is the real big one, and that's the one that's kind of upstairs, and it's like almost a whole different area of the convention center. So definitely check the maps for that. It's not hard to find. It's just different. It's in kind of like a little different location. It's like a new addition that they added. All right, so let's do the main stage. So this is for Thursday, and you'll notice too there are some, like right here it says panel coming soon. So they actually haven't announced all of it. Now, will it be up before Reservations? That I have absolutely no idea. I would assume so, and hopefully it's something really good, or maybe they're just trying to fill it still. Who knows? So Critical Role is going to be brought by Prime Video, and they're going to be going through their Decade Adventures. So that's going to be at 11 a.m. So again, if that's something you're really interested in seeing, then I would probably go ahead and just get in line for that. As far as holding line for people, I don't know if there's really a rule, but I would say if you're one person and you're in a group of 4, you're probably okay to hold a spot for 3 people. I don't think many people will really jump on you for that. But if you're in a group of 10 and you're one person holding a spot for 10 people, you may have some issues. So I would say, maybe hold the spot for 1 or 2 people. So that's Thursday the first panel. Again, coming soon. This is the afternoon panel. Kind of again going back to Hall H and some of the panels at New York or at San Diego Comic-Con, and in all of the other panel rooms at New York, except for Empire and Main Stage, you have to leave. All the other panels you can stay all day long, just like in San Diego, but they do empty because of the reservation system, and there is a limit of how many reservations you can get per day. I know they've listed it. I think it's like
4.
Yeah, I think it was like 4 for Thursday, 4 for Sunday, 5. And then like 5 for Saturday and Friday and Saturday. So you can they let you fill it in for a bunch, and then again it's just a roll of the dice basically. And I don't think it's super hard to get them. I don't know if we've ever missed out. I don't know. I mean, the thing that stinks is that sometimes, again, you can use that as your schedule, but you never know if you're stuck in line, and then you got to make a decision. Well, I just waited in this line for 2 hours. Am I leaving to go see a panel, or am I going to finish what I'm doing down, on the show floor or whatever? So it kind of all depends upon what you want to do. Let's see what else. We got the next one. We have Apple TV presents Slow Horses. So this is I think it's a newer show, isn't it? I honestly don't know too much about this, but you can see here are the guests that will be joining for that one. Prime Video's Cross. This is based on a novel by James Patterson.
Novels.
Yeah, it's a series of novels. Season. So they're what's in the second season?
The show Cross.
Oh, I've never even heard of it either.
It's Prime Video.
Yeah. I mean, we have Prime, but I feel like we just watch Boys on it. And then another panel is coming soon at the end, and this is going to be an evening one. I don't know. There's 2 of them though, so they're not there yet. So again, this is the main stage, which is downstairs. Let's go ahead and get to Friday. So Friday, a lot of Prime Video. Has Been Hotel will be there, and the first one's at 2:15. That's interesting. That's late. Then we have a Capcom Presents. So this is a 90-minute panel showcasing Capcom's upcoming releases. Anne Rice's Immortal Universe. So this is like Mummy and
Walking Dead's at night too.
So. Yeah, and then The Walking Dead is at night. And New York is actually they're pretty famous for having their big panels at night. Number one, it's kind of cool because it does give you something to do. so something you don't have to spend money for, which is always nice because New Yorkers obviously can get expensive. But so if you are wanting to go see Walking Dead, and they'll be talking about Daryl Dixon, that will be down there. I'm surprised that's not at the Empire Stage.
Maybe because it's at night. They don't think
Maybe,
a lot of people.
Yeah, it could be. I know that they did the Walking Dead thing at Madison Square Garden one year, so that's kind of interesting though. But there you go. So there's your Friday. Again, remember, these are all the panels rooms right here. I mean, again, we're just going over the two big ones. So that was Friday. Saturday, we have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. There's 3 of the actors that are going to be attending, and they're all doing autographs and photos. So if that was something you watched or you're a big Marvel fan, that would probably be a pretty good one. This might be one I try to go for myself. Bob's Burgers, always a big, a big draw there. So that it will be at 2 to 3 p.m. Tubi presents Breaking Bear, and I honestly do not. What is it?
You have to have Tubi.
You have to have Tubi, yeah. It's just another streaming service. I don't know anything about it, but that is from 3:45 to 4:45, and then we have FX's The Beauty, and dude, I don't even know anything about this either. Like, I literally don't know. I've never even heard of it. I mean, you can click on these too. I just was trying to save time, but they tell you the whole blurb. But honestly, I don't really know much about that show either. And then we have Cosplay Central Crown Championships. So this is going to be like your cosplay thing, like kind of like Her Universe contest. It's that kind of thing.
Evan Peters, wasn't he? He was in.
Yeah, Evan Peters is in. He was in he was the
American Horror Story.
American Horror Story. He's in.
Beasttown, which we never watched, but
but he was
Jeffrey Dahmer. He was Jeffrey.
He was Jeffrey Dahmer, but he was also in one of them. He was
X-Men,
Quicksilver or something.
He was X-Men.
X-Men, yeah.
So he's
yeah. So I mean, that's a big draw.
Click on it again. I want to see who else is
in The Beauty.
Yeah.
So it's about a sexually transmitted virus makes those affected more beautiful, but the deadly. Oh. Actually, sound kind of interesting. It's a Ryan Murphy directed show. There you go.
Ashton Kutcher is in it.
Huh.
Jeremy Pope. Anthony Ramos. He's another one. Hamilton. Who's Jeremy Pope? See, all these names sound familiar.
Rebecca Hall. Yeah. They actually, what is the show called again? The Beauty. Has anybody watched The Beauty? I'm a little bit intrigued, honestly.
I think it's new, Terry.
It's a new show?
I think so.
All right. Well, it is a sneak peek. So I'll tell you what, I'm kind of interested in this. Rebecca Hall. Oh. We know her. She's been in what?
The Prestige.
Prestige, yeah.
Wonder Woman. The Gift.
Okay. So there's your Saturday. I'm a little bit intrigued by that. I mean, I wonder if they're all going to be there. It says, yeah, it's an internet. Be among international thriller. So do you think it's just a movie? I think this might be a movie. No, it's discuss the filming of the sci-fi action series across New York, Paris, Venice, Rome, based on the comic books of the same name. Mm-hmm. So it looks like it's a series. Oh, it's premiering on Hulu in 2026. So we get a sneak peek. I'll tell you what, that's something I'm interested in doing on Saturday, maybe. All right, that looks kind of cool. All right, well, there's Saturday. Finally, on Sunday, so it has a panel coming soon for the first thing in the morning. We have Adventure Time, talking about season 2. Adventure Time, isn't it like the cartoon? Or am I not even thinking the right way? I'm not even sure. Mm-hmm. I know, isn't there? I think there's a cartoon called Adventure Time or something. Yeah, Cartoon Network series. Okay, so that's what that is. We have Chainsaw Man. You never watched that. This is a special panel. Why is it special?
It's anime.
Oh, this is anime. Yeah. Oh, so they're bringing a live. Oh, so there's a movie coming out.
Mm-hmm.
The film hits October 29th. Oh, so like right after. There you go. And then Cosplay Essential Costume. So why is there 2 of them? I don't know what the difference is.
What do you mean?
Well, it's the same thing we just the other day. It said.
Well, maybe they have it both days.
So there might be 2 of them, I guess. This is like the end of the day on end of the day Sunday. But yeah, there you go. So there's your panel for that. And again, that's the main room. All right, let's go ahead and get down to the larger room, which is the where are we at? You see it? Is it not
North level 5?
Empire Stage. There we go. All right, so Empire Stage is the larger room, and so there you go. And right off the bat, Thursday at noon, HBO presents A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. I was tweeting about this earlier today, and this is going to be the 6-episode series that's going to follow the journey of Dunk and Egg. And this is obviously written by George R.R. Martin, who is also going to be at New York Comic Con. So that will be your first panel on Thursday. And then after that, you can, and then it looks like the main cast is going to be there. So that's pretty cool. That we'll definitely be trying to get to. Mercy at 2:30. It's a huge jump. It's like an hour and a half. Mercy exclusive first look at with. Oh yes, right. I did hear Chris Pratt was going to be there. Now I don't think he's doing like autographs or anything, but he's coming in. He's coming in to promote his new film. And this is a movie set in, I believe it's a movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Set in the near future, an LAPD detective wakes up strapped to an execution chair on trial for murdering his wife. He has 90 minutes to prove his innocence to the judge, Rebecca Ferguson. So yeah, there you go. So I wonder if the movie's actually 90 minutes long.
January 23rd.
It comes out in January. So Chris Pratt's new movie. And then FX's Alien Earth, which we have not watched the first episode. We're definitely going to be watching it this weekend.
There's 2 episodes out.
There's 2 episodes. See, we're 2 behind. So yeah, we have that. So that'll be an screening. So we gotta get caught up so we can maybe check this one out. This is on what, Thursday night?
Thursday night.
Oh, we can't even do that because we have to play.
Oh well, you could go and then I'll just go see Stranger Things. Yeah, I'm not skipping the play.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do this one because we do have our play, but that's pretty good. So right off the bat, you can kind of see the difference in the rooms. I mean, these are all, I think, pretty big draws. You know, Chris Pratt will fill a room. You know, George R.R. Martin's going to fill a room, and from what I'm hearing, the show is really good so far. All right, Friday, we're talking about The Running Man. There you go. That's a good one. So the new movie, The Running Man, coming out with I think it's Glenn Powell's in that. Yeah, they're just
Stephen King.
Yeah, so it's written by Edgar Wright. Stars Glenn Powell and Lee Pace. So it's basically just going to be a retelling of that original movie that was starred Arnold. Then we have animation, One Piece. We have a One Piece panel, so that'll be pretty big.
Oh, he was in that Twister movie, Glenn Powell.
The original? No, not the original Twister. Twisters or whatever.
Remake.
Oh, the remake of it. Yeah.
Lee Pace.
So all you One Piece anime fans, you'll have a huge panel here at 12:45. And then let's see, we have probably the best panel in history of Invincible panels. So what is this now? So join Emmy Award winner Steven Yen, Gillian Jacobs, co-creator, co-runner, executive producer Robert Kirkman, and members of the star-studded voice cast for an exclusive conversation filled with season 4 teases. Behind-the-scene insights of, so it's just Invincible, right? Mm-hmm. There you go. Will there be more Omni-Man in season 4? Where is season 5? There you go. So we got some pretty good stuff there.
The last one.
You know what's cool about it is that there's only 5.
Boomhouse.
So this will be all your horror stuff, right? It's just a little for everybody, right? You got you got your main crowd probably that, or your main crowd, but you're you're like your main pop culture. Everyone's gonna think this is gonna be a good movie and check that out. Then you get your anime stuff, and then we get to our horror fans down here. So they're gonna be talking about, let's see, Blumhouse returns to the Java Center for an explosive third year with Bloomfest 2025. The company will showcase its terrifying upcoming projects for this year and some special sneak peeks of 2026. So if you're a Blumhouse fan or a horror fan, it would be a good panel probably to go check out. And that is on Friday night. There you go. All right. We'll go to Saturday. So welcome to Derry. So we're going to have a never before seen clips and a conversation with the entire cast. We can click here and see exactly who they're coming with. So there you go. There's your cast. Oh, they're bringing almost everybody.
That'll be good.
Yeah. Actually, they don't have what's his face though. Who's the actual? Who plays Pennywise? Is it What's it?
Is it still him?
Yeah, it's the same guy. I can't remember his name.
Bill Skarsgård.
Skarsgård. Yeah, Bill. Yeah. So that kind of stinks that he's not going to be there. But it looks like they're bringing quite a few people. So there you go. There's your first panel for Saturday. And then we have, and that was at 11 a.m. And then we have the next one's up at 1:30. And this is going to be up next from Marvel Television and Marvel Animation. So they'll be talking about what's coming up on Disney Plus. Then we have a 3:15 Star Trek universe. I don't know who's going to be there.
Cast members, the Strange New Worlds. That'll be popular. I mean, we don't watch it, but
yeah. And then a new series that's called Starfleet Academy. So it says more exciting reveals. So there you go. We have a panel coming soon. So is that the fourth one? I think we saw. I think fourth. And then the last one is going to be Sony Pictures panel and footage. And they're going to be talking with some special guests that showcase new footage from films releasing in movie theaters. All right, so there's your Saturday. And then finally, Sunday for the Empire stage. Right now, the only thing listed here is X-Men Days of Future Future Past cast. It's really what it should be.
Days of Future cast.
Or is that the next X-Men called Days of Future? Mm-hmm. Oh, Days of Future. Well, there you go.
Elliot Page, James McAvoy,
and Nicholas Hoult. He was Lex Luthor in the last Superman movie.
Surprised they're having that on a Sunday.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked that's not on a Saturday. Maybe, I don't know. That's weird. But that's right now the only thing listed on Sunday. All right. So, any questions on that? Let us know. And as we're going to go ahead and start moving on over to Reservations and talk about that. What's up, Fidel? What's going on, brother? Yeah, dude, Bloom. Yeah, they're there every year. Like it's like I think they said that's the 20th straight year or something like that. Yeah, Bloomfest loves New York Comic Con. All right, let's talk about Reservations. As soon as I can actually get over here. I can just do this. Boom. Okay. We got to load it up, though. Okay, so Reservations. So there's going to be two different ways I'm going to do this, because I'm going to talk about the VIP part, because it's completely different than regular. There's 4 dates. So what is a reservation? So basically, you're reserving your spot into a panel or into an exclusive, either a booth or an autograph. So you can see here, when are they? So the first one is going to be Funko. So this is strictly just Funko. And on September 17th at noon, this is only for VIPs. So that is like the one nice thing is if you do purchase the VIP, you have double the chances. So Funko VIP will be VIP only. I have no idea how many they actually sell. They're not all going to be gone. Not everyone will get one. It'll just be a certain amount that'll be up. It'll be gone in like 5 minutes, and it'll be the same system that we're all used to with the little running man, and you just hope and pray. And I mean, I'll do the browser thing where you open up several browsers and you just go for it. And if you're VIP, you'll get emailed the link for the actual event. And I know if you are not VIP and you do happen to get the link, because it's not hard to share, they won't let you win because you don't have the VIP ticket in your account. So just in case, if you try that, it doesn't work. Then the regular Funko exclusive. So this will be general, and this is going to be for everybody, even VIP who never got it. And they also only allow you to win one Funko booth exclusive, like not one exclusive, but one spot. And I don't know if you can choose. I think you just kind of go with it, and I think they just randomly select you on this, if I remember correctly. I'll be honest with you, I've only won this one time, and it was a while ago, so I don't even. They may have even changed it, but I know they only let you go to the booth once. Again, then on the 19th, same time, 12 p.m., you are going to be going for that if you're general or VIP if you didn't get it. Or super fans, this is a big complaint for super fans, and I feel bad because I did it last year and I was mad too. So super fans, you have to pay an extra maybe like $100, and the only real benefit to it for these cons is that you get to have a better chance to get VIP. So last year, it was my first year as a super fan. I did not get VIP. It was sold out before I got in. This year, I got lucky enough to get it. But the super fan thing, I think that's literally all you really get. Because if you don't get VIP, you can see here, then you don't get to have the Funko exclusive first chance. They really should allow super fans here, because again, you're paying the extra money. And then they should have a third one for general. That's just my opinion. Again, because we're paying extra. Because if you pay that $100 and you don't get VIP, you literally, I don't want to say you threw away $100, but you basically threw away $100. And that's how I felt last year. But until they change it, this is what we have to deal with. And then after that, we have the exhibitor exclusives and private autographs for just the VIP again. Okay. So this is on September 25th, same time, 12 p.m. So this is going to be other exhibitor exclusives that are going to be in this lottery. I don't even know what else was in the last year. I know Hasbro wasn't. Hasbro's weird, man. Hasbro didn't even bring anything to New York Comic Con last year. So I don't even know who's going to be in there. Maybe 100% soft because they did at San Diego, so they are usually there. I'm trying to think what other big companies. I mean, beside Hasbro, 100% soft. Like the exclusives, the exhibitor exclusives are not as huge with New York as they are San Diego. I mean, it's possible Thrilljoy. I don't know. But again, if their products are limited, they're not going to care about being in this. They're just going to let people line up. So it'll be interesting to see, what it is. So, heck yeah, brother. Let's go. Let's get you some tickets. New York is fun. It's a lot different than San Diego. It just is. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say there's more to do, because there's definitely not more to do, but at least you're in the convention, like you're in the convention center the whole day. There's no reason to leave. If you leave, it's because you're done for the day, or you have to go back to the hotel and take the dog out. But basically, you can literally get into that convention center at like 7 a.m. and then you can literally be there to like 10 or 11 p.m.
They have things outside.
Very, very small things, though.
They have things outside the convention center. After you scan in your badge, there's a common area, and they have some, I don't want to say off-sites, but there's things to do before you walk in. But you're still in the area. I know. I'm just saying they have that, and they have food courts on the inside/outside of it. Once in a while, they might have an off-site. You have to get reservations. They've had a couple, but they don't do what San Diego does. It's not common. Yeah. All right. So
Okay. So and then private autographs. So this is something I think that's newer because I don't remember seeing this. I think I saw it last year. So the first time I seen something like this was last year in August. We went to Chicago Fan Expo, and this was something where they had a curtain drawn, and then the VIP people could come up there, and I guess you just get a more personal one-on-one with the person autographing, and it's usually the bigger actors. I have to imagine that this is going to be George R.R. Martin.
It's free though, right? It says private autographs to.
It does, but I think you still have to pay.
And they say you only get one.
And you can only get one for the show. So yeah, it could be. It could be free. I think it depends, honestly, who it is. But I mean, I have to imagine this. One of the people doing this would be George R.R. Martin, because he's not listed on to buy an autograph or anything like that. So and he's older. He doesn't want to get sick, and I don't know. So we'll see what happens with this. But I'm very curious to see what this is going to be because I've never had a chance for this before. Because I don't even remember this private autograph thing. Now, the other thing it could be like, it could be like a group autograph, right? It could be like the show of Critical Role. It could be maybe X-Men Past. It could be maybe that type of thing where you go and they sign a poster and you can't really get an item signed. So that I'll find out more information. Or again, if anybody in the chat or on a rewatch, if you know any more information about this, because again, I've never done it, let me know down in the comments because I'd be curious to see how that exactly works. And then a few days later on the 29th, that will be your this is where you're.
Yeah, I pulled out last year's from. There was a posting. They said last year on Thursday they had Meet the Phineas and Ferb cast and crew.
Okay, so it is that kind of thing.
Hero, Mishima, autograph session, Outlander signing.
Todd McFarlane.
And they're all free.
And then Todd McFarlane's on
there.
So I don't know if you can choose. I would imagine they will let you choose who you're going for.
You choose one, but you only get to pick one.
But
there's a couple big names. Todd McFarlane's the biggest name, but it's just
okay. So think of it's kind of the same deal with they're free. So that's why they don't let you get one. So, you got to kind of pick and choose how you want to do it. And
it's only Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There literally last year, there was only 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So there's 12 total. So they let you pick one you want to go for. And
it's free.
Luck of the draw.
Probably just a poster or something.
Yeah. I would imagine it'll be like a poster. Mm-hmm. But again, it's a free thing. So, all right. Yeah. Good research. All right. And then finally on the 29th, this is when the general gets to go for their panel, their exhibitor exclusives, and then any private autographs that may be left.
You don't get to get panels early then.
VIP does.
It doesn't say it.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I know we talked about this earlier. VIP for panels, you can go to any panel you want. It's automatically saved for you. It's just if you don't get there between the 35 minutes, there's no guarantee that you'll have the seat then. That's why it kind of stinks because I know they're not going to let you bring a +1. So you have to win that, and then it really doesn't matter because we would probably not be allowed to sit in the VIP section. We would have to just sit, in the back or whatever. But anyways, so that's kind of the way the reservations work. And they kind of go through a little bit. Now I do have one other thing I want to pull up. And I think I've already kind of talked about this, but let me pull it up because I did save it to my computer, but I think we already went over this. Because this is one thing they did tweet out. All right, so other reservation info. It says you do not need your physical badge to make reservations. So it's so weird. Like some people have already gotten their badges and their VIP passes and everything. We haven't got anything yet. And I just looked and it hasn't been shipped. So I don't know. Only panels on the main stage and Empire stage require a reservation. So like I said earlier, it's only those two main ones. It's all the other ones you would just line up whatever time you think. And there are some that will get long lines. I mean, honestly, anything having to do with Star Wars, you want to get there like 45 minutes early because you're going to be waiting around. So, anything with anime, you're probably going to have to get there early. It's the smaller rooms, you do have to get there early. I would say the next biggest room, I don't know. They don't really release that information as far as the room sizes. And I'm not even sure. I already closed the reservation page, but I'm not really sure what the next biggest rooms would be. But I mean, you figure the second largest room is 3,000. So now you're probably going on to like 1,000 maybe. And then maybe, you're probably in the hundreds already. So if you really, really want to go to a panel that's not in one of these two rooms, I would say 45 minutes to be safe. Again, depending upon what what it's about. And then right here it does say VIPs do not need to make panel reservations. Their seats are held up to 30 minutes before the panel start time. So that's where I was getting the 30 minutes. So you're good for 30 minutes, guys. If you, and again, you can go to anyone you want, really. Last thing we'll do on this live, there's no questions, is we will, do you want to go over the guest list really quick? Or
so you're saying Empire's bigger because they say it's 3,500 plus for main stage and Empire.
Empire, they doubled the size of it. It's like 6,600 or something. Remember, that's the one that's upstairs. That's huge. That's the one we went to see Chucky a couple years ago.
They don't really say anything about New York Comic Con.
Yeah, they don't really announce it. I mean, but again, the rooms are definitely smaller than in San Diego, and there's not as many. Because again, you can kind of look in that list. I mean, I can pull it back up. Because when you look here, let's see, let's go back over here real quick. And I can bring this back up here. So let's see. Nope, is that the wrong thing? That's not the panel. I need the panels. Where is the panel schedule? This is why I had it all pulled up before, so I didn't have to sit here and mess around, because now I can't even find it. Panel schedule. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Let's see here. So we have, and these aren't in order either, because like it says it's listed by like alphabetical order, so it's tough to like really know what the sizes are. But like, for example, I don't know. Here, let me pull this up here. So for example, if I went ahead and like what's the north room? So these are on the bottom floor, I think, if I remember correctly. No, because these are north. It's weird because like, so like, there's like so I don't know how to explain it. So when you walk into Javits, right? So I don't know if there's a map or not out there. I mean, I'm sure there is, but basically you have the main convention center, right? And to the far right, there's like a whole other building that they built on. And then over there, there's a bunch of escalators. You got to go all the way up. So that's what this means, level 2. So level 2, there's a lot of fan meetups. So like for different groups. So you can see DC, you can see, Arcane, you can see, the Demon Hunters. So they have all of these different meetups. Here's a Star Wars one right here. So that's kind of like, it's a huge, just wide area. It's not really a room. And that's why it's kind of confusing for people who've never been. But like, like here's the River Pavilion, which is the Pro Stage 2. Again, I have absolutely no idea how many people this holds, but I'm already looking, and really, if I click all this, it's just the one thing. So it's not really a main room. It's only going to be one room there. So that's kind of what that is. So it's just a little bit different This one, for example, this is Hall E. So I think this room is downstairs too then. Because if Hall D and then Hall E's got to be right next to it. So here's all the panels for that room for the week. And there's quite a few there. Lego Workshop on Saturday. So I'll be honest with you, this is much cleaner than the San Diego website. So it's easy to navigate to try to actually go through and see where you want to go. I don't know if they have an actual map on this website. Show info, right? Hotel travel, photo gallery, cosplay.
Because they say that they use the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden sometimes for large panels, so they might be using that too. Did they list that on there, the Hulu Theater?
I don't think it's on there though.
At Madison Square Garden,
no,
they don't even list it.
It's not even on here.
So maybe they're not.
I mean, they don't do that every year. They did it a couple times, but
Hammerstein already?
They don't have Hammerstein on here either, which is interesting. Yeah, because that's like the third biggest one. I.e. community stage.
They said the Hammerstein ballroom's big.
Yeah, it's not even on here. If you want to go strictly panels, I don't know if I can sort it. Let's say we just do panels on Thursday. So then it kind of tells you, I mean, I would imagine this would be a pretty decent sized room because this is pretty popular.
Okay. Trivia question.
All right. Trivia question.
Which is bigger, NYCC or SDCC?
Bigger as in what?
More people.
Why? You're going to tell me New York is?
I'm asking you. Which one's bigger?
It's San Diego.
Nope.
How many people they say?
This is AI, so AI.
AI. Yeah, they're always right.
Because they said that New York Comic Con grew to over 151,000, surpassing SDCC to become the largest comic convention in North America. Because SDCC has capacity limits, they have to cap it at 130,000.
In New York, they just stuff them in there.
Well, in New York,
and this is why every year the lines for autographs get so ridiculous. I've said this many times. Last year we went. I only think we went on the show floor like more than like a half an hour because we were in a line and we were split up almost the entire time.
New York is all about the autographs, and
I know.
San Diego isn't. And 151,000 people, and a lot of people. There's a lot of reselling of badges for New York Comic Con. They don't crack down on it. There could be police right next to people reselling badges. They really don't crack down on that as much as they should. You walk out the door and they're like, you want to resell your badge. And San Diego people wouldn't even do that. And New York Comic Con people do it all the time.
Yep.
It's a lot more people. It is more packed. I'm just happy he has the VIP because I hated waiting in lines. I don't even see anything then. So
see, there you go. So when you go to autographs, you go to book signings, he's right there.
Mm-hmm.
So he probably won't be signing anything else as far as like he probably won't sign Funko Pops or anything like that.
Probably not.
I'm not going to go through all this. We will be here all night. I'm just going to go to entertainment and we'll kind of go through the guest list. They really have not added many people though. So they have the guests of honor, which are Bryce Dallas Howard, Elliot Page, James McAvoy, Ming Na Wen, Nicholas Hoult, and I'm not even sure I say his name though. Is it Simulu? 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 Simulu?
What do you say? Simu.
Simu. Simulu?
Yeah.
Simulu.
Simulu.
I know how to say it. Simulu.
Simu.
Why do I keep saying that? There wasn't this dude in Barbie?
Yes, he was.
Yeah,
He was Ken.
Yeah, he was one of the Kens. Okay. I know him. Featured. I mean, we're not going to go through all of this. A lot of Demon Slayer. There's Ashley Johnson from Last of Us. Andy Potts from Ghostbusters and Toy Story. Charlie Cox is going to be there. Cam Clark. They get a lot of voice actors. Chloe Bennett, she was from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Again, Christopher Randolph, Metal Gear, solid voice actor. There's Clark Gregg. Deborah Ann Wall will be there. She's from True Blood and Daredevil. Again, more anime, more voice actors. There's Ernie Hudson. There's another Ghostbuster for you. And so and I'm probably gonna butcher her name too. Is it Famke? Famke.
Mm-hmm.
So she's actually coming to a booth. This is kind of like a San Diego Comic-Con type deal, where she's funny too. Doesn't even have autographs. So I don't even know if she's doing autographs because it's not listed. I thought I saw her on the list though, but she's actually going to be at a booth, so she won't be down in the main area doing all the autographs. So she's actually going to be at a specific booth that is bringing her in. Let's kind of go through here. There's some Critical Role, more Avatar. They get a lot of these guys, like Laura Bailey and Liam O'Brien, like all these guys, Matthew Mercer. They're so popular. They come every year and they sell out. It's crazy. Luke Cage right there. Peter Weller from RoboCop. Simon Pegg. More Critical Role. There's Steve Burns from Blue's Clues. Steve. That is Steve from Blue's Clues.
Ooh, I could go through every room and see how many they have. 1A.
Oh, you have it? Oh, okay.
I found something.
All right, hold on a minute. Let's go through the rest of this and we'll go back.
They say for meetings or trade shows. So, 1A. If there's a 1A, we have to go back.
There's Troy Barker. So I'm saying, like, there's not a huge guest list. This is like so much smaller than usual. All right, here, real quick before we get out of here, let's go back to. So let's see.
This from a year ago, but.
Nice.
So if there is a 1A, see, I don't know because they divide it differently for.
Where's the stupid panels again? Things to do. Panels. Here we go.
You've got to tell me a room and.
All right. So, what about room? So, Javis Hall 1E, the community stage.
1E.
Yeah. You have it on there.
1E hall is.
We should be writing this down.
Well, for trade shows, about 1,500.
Okay, so that's a pretty big room. 1,500.
Mm-hmm. And then 1D, just in comparison, that's the big room,
right? That's 3,000, right?
Well, it's saying here, theater style 3,000.
3,000. Yeah. What about one? So there's 1E community stage, and then there's 1E family.
Then they might have split.
I wonder if they split it.
Well, yeah, they said they split these up.
Yeah. What about level 4 Rivers Pavilion Pro Stage 2?
River Pavilion is.
So this is that one I was talking about. It only has the one panel the whole time.
It's banquet, it's 1,200. Receptions, 3,000. So.
What time is that one at? It's in the middle of the day. That's such a weird room to have that. Mm-hmm. I don't know. All right, what about room 1? I think it's 1BL2.
They might have split it because they have 1B hall, which holds 2,600 people. So they might have split that.
So 1BO2.
They might have split it.
Because there's another one next to it, 1CO1, which is a lounge, it says.
See, again, they have 1C hall, and that's 2,600 people. So they might be splitting them into smaller. Like if I go to meeting rooms and event spaces, I could tell you some numbers. Oh, here, I have one CO1 to 1CO5. They sort of show how they're set up.
Yeah, because it's 1CO1, 1CO3, 1CO5.
They just show, yeah.
Or actually, wait, no, that's not even right.
But they're just splitting them into sections.
All right, so just go down to the north rooms. So we have North Room 405.
See, the 401 to 413, they have all together.
Oh, that's brutal. Then it doesn't really help us.
Well, no, because then you click on it and then you can see. So 401.
So they don't even have 401 listed.
They have 405.
405.
They have 404/405 would be 1100. But if you have just 405, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, like 1,000.
Okay, so it's still pretty big. Oh yeah, and there you go. There's that the NCIS people are coming back. They were at San Diego.
That Tony and Ziva?
Yeah.
Oh, that was huge.
So 1,000.
San Diego.
They have Marvel Fanfare, Marvel Comics. This one says coming soon. Jim Lee and Friends. So yeah, I mean 1,000. Talent. Oh, there's a spot. There you go. So there you go. There's a spotlight on George R.R. Martin in that room.
See, that's a pretty big room.
So like this one. So like we were saying, 45 minutes early. Well, so here you go. This one's on Saturday. It's going to be at 11 a.m. He'll be talking all about Song of Ice and Fire. I'm sure he'll announce that he finished the last book or something, right?
Out of the 400 rooms, 404/405 is 1,100. 406/407 is 1,100 also.
See, then this one says 406.1, 406.2.
So they broke it into
three
pieces. Yeah.
So we got to remember this because
406.1 is only 400 people.
So Saturday, 11 a.m. I would say as soon as you get in, you just go run to this room. If you want to see the spotlight on George R.R. Martin, like that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get in early, and the first thing you do is you're just gonna go right to this room and wait.
Well, yeah, because they don't clear rooms.
Yeah, and it's the first room of the day, so that's.
Oh, that's the first.
Yeah, so I'm kind of glad we did this because I didn't even see that. And then if you're a big Metal Gear Salad, they're in there as well. That's Saturday at 2:00.
I'm just gonna share this map with you, and you can figure it out.
Oh yeah, and I know Shutter's. Yeah, see, Shutter's going to be there too, and so this is a pretty big room because we have the Jurassic World.
Oh yeah, it's 1,000 people.
Yeah, and then we have the Shutter. Lost Boys adapting because they're making that they adapted it to a Broadway play.
I'll send this to you because this was just a random Facebook post. Somebody passed it. So there's the Javits floor plan. So it gives you. It's not exact.
Yeah, I might just do a separate little video on that.
You just have to research and you have to sort of put all the puzzle pieces.
This room is going to be hopping. I think there's a lot of good stuff in here. Like if you look through the whole week, and then you said these were split. So we have, let's go at the top. So Comic-Con in your school. So this is a much smaller room. You can tell just by the panels. They're going to talk about Beetlejuice. That's another one that's getting adapted to Broadway. Pop culture puppets. Yoda, Grogu, Gremlins, Sesame Street.
Level 5 is now one big thing because level 5 is huge. That's massive.
Well, yeah, that's the big room.
Yeah, they could split it, but that's the big room.
I'm just trying to see here. There's Todd McFarlane will be in this room on Saturday. G.I. Joe transfers in G.I. Joe, a new era of the Energon universe. Charity auction, enter the pop verse.
Go back to the rooms.
So definitely spend some time going through, just kind of see what you're interested in. I mean, even these smaller rooms have some pretty good stuff. I mean, Go Speed Racer Go, Origin Story, RoboCop, 35 Years of Justice. There's Todd McFarlane again. Celebrity Author Trivia. The George Lucas Talk Show. It won't be George Lucas, but... No.
Go back to the rooms.
A separately ticketed event. Spotlight on Jasiah Lynn. So what is she known for? Whom the Bell Tows brings her signature blend of demon smut, smart wit, and soul-searching narratives to New York Comic-Con as she discusses the release of her debut novel, From Whom the Bell Tolls. This event requires a separate ticket and will include a signed copy of the book. So I know they have a Jim Lee experience as well. I don't know if that's sold out or not, but And then you want to ask questions at New York Comic Con? There you go. 1 to 2 p.m. on Sunday. Go ask them all the questions that you need to ask. I would imagine this room is probably like 600 to 800. I would say that's probably a pretty big room. And we've got 3 left. Let's see if anything in here.
Those are small, you could tell.
Yeah, these are smaller. You know what's funny? When we first started going to New York Comic Con, there used to be a ton of spotlights. I feel like they've really gone down on this. Like there used to be spotlights on everybody. Like remember we sat and watched Billy D. Williams. We saw him there. Mm-hmm. And then Hugh McGregor and Chris Evans the one year, they were both there doing spotlights. They definitely don't have as many of those as they used to. Let's see. The Road to Dragon King. I think that's in our anime or something, isn't it? Drawfee? I thought it said Drawful for a second. And our panel being announced. Star Trek action figures, Ninja Turtles, Wayne Brady. There you go. 18 plus. Improv experience starring Wayne Brady, blending the chaos of Comic-Con fandom. That actually might be pretty darn funny.
408.
Marvel Multiverse Role-Playing Live.
$408. They show square feet.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's like they don't. There's nothing out there that tells you.
A big room.
Well, no, I don't think it's a big room. And 409 is small too. 409, if I remember correctly, is probably all the way down at the end.
409 is only 350.
409, 350. Okay. Comics and hip hop. Just kind of looking here. Nickelodeon and Magic. DC Comics, Gotham City, New York Comic-Con After Dark Karaoke and Friday night, Saturday night, some type of tropical island thriller, and yeah. So there you go. All right. I think we're good. I think we spent enough time on these panels. Anyways, guys. All right. So any other questions or anything? Feel free to leave a comment. And yeah, I mean, again, it's a different monster. You know, San Diego, you have the offsites, you have tons and tons and tons of panels. The Javits Center is, in my opinion, not as big as the San Diego Comic-Con Convention Center, but it's amazing that they put more people there. It's kind of crazy. And like I said, I even think of San Diego, it's spread out. It's outside as well, where New York, it really isn't. It just really isn't. It's not like you can walk down the street and go do something. They have very, very rarely do they have a few different little things outside. But over the last couple of years, we haven't really even noticed it. What's up, man? Yeah, just watch it back if you want, because we're just about done. In the very, very beginning, we kind of talk about the VIP stuff and just how the reservations work, and then we just go through everything. But I'm gonna make a separate video too, if I can, on just talking about like the size of these rooms, because I'm just gonna have to dig deep on this, because there's really nothing out there right now. So I might try and make a couple phone calls as well, you know. But yeah, I mean, again, it's just, you know, it's a different con. It's to me, it's, I don't want to say it's a larger version of your local con. I think that would be not putting down local cons, but like there's only so much they can do. You know, we have one here in Cleveland, and it's the Fan Expo, and I mean, it's autographs, show floor, and gosh, like 20 panels maybe, you know, in the weekend. And New York is basically the same. It's just you're getting that A-list talent. Although I still think they need to bring more people, because, you know, in my opinion, for VIP, there's 3 autographs I'm getting. That's it. So I don't know, 3, like last year I had like 9 and I waited in line for hours and hours and hours. And I said, I'll try to get the VIP if I can, because I don't want to waste the whole con standing in line again. And of course, now there's only like 3 right now. But we'll get more. They will be announcing more. Why is it taking so long? I don't know. Hopefully we get like, I mean, again, if I look at that list, I feel like, what James McAvoy is like, is he the most famous one coming? Would you put him as like the big A-lister? I don't even know. And like last year was a lot. We had a ton of people. Elizabeth Olsen was there, and again, she was a late ad as well. I'm just hopefully we get more. We need some big names now. I'm gonna go check out the comments here. The Wayne Brady, the Wayne Brady thing. I think it would probably be hilarious, to be honest with you. Thursday looks like it's going to be good. It's good then. Yeah. This will actually be only my second Thursday too. I'm going. I usually only go Friday and Saturdays to this con, but because we got the VIP, and when you buy VIP, you get a free Thursday ticket for a friend. So that was one reason why we only got the one VIP, because I knew I can get that free ticket for her, and we don't you can stand together. Like they're not going to kick her out of line as long as you only have if I'm the one doing the autographing, they're not going to just kick her out of the line. So that's why we only got the one. It was expensive, man. It's crazy expensive. Will we get more? Yeah, that's what we just talked about. Yeah, I think so. And there's a bunch of those panels that are still available. So I have to believe that there's going to be some big spotlights, or maybe I'm trying to think what are the big movies coming out in the fall? Like, I mean, how could they honestly being Broadway? How do they not have like Ariana Grande come there and I'm forgetting her name now. The Wicked Witch. But how do they not have the next Wicked? Isn't that coming out in the fall? Like, how are they not there? Like, I don't even understand. How is it possible they aren't there? I don't know. It's kind of odd that I feel like that would be such a good promotion for them. Especially because of the way movies are these days. Like, these movies are just, not doing that great. Fantastic Four, I haven't seen it yet. And we just don't go to the movies as much as we used to. We just don't. But like theaters are struggling, man. And from everything I've heard, it was a pretty good movie, and it's just not even doing that great. So yeah, I wish I don't know. He was there last year too, and he kind of just came in, did his panel, and left. You're there, like, make some money, man. He was like, I don't know. And yeah, I wish Chris Pratt, because he's like one of the few Marvel I'm missing. So I would love to do that. That would definitely be one I'd sign up for. But I don't know. I don't know. If there's no more questions or anything, I'm gonna get on out. I'm definitely gonna make another video on some of this as we get closer to that date. Remember, September 17th is for Funko for VIP, and then the 19th is for General. And again, if you are a super fan, I feel for you. You're unfortunately just lugged right in there with general public, I guess. I do wish they would fix that, because I think it's wrong. I really do. You're spending an extra $100. You're basically spending $100 to try to get a VIP ticket to spend another $800. That's basically what it is. Because without the super fan, you can't even get it. It's crazy. Unless this year. Yeah, this year, if you were VIP last year, it didn't matter. They reopened it up for everybody, because usually VIPs can go back and buy more VIPs. That's usually the first draw, and that's why they're so hard to get. But now, because they opened them up, and if you were a super fan, you had first dibs this time. That's how I was able to get it. Because usually, VIPs, if you're a VIP one year, you're gonna probably continue if you keep going, because how nice that is, because the line is so much faster. So I don't know. I'll definitely be making a video on that, because I'm really curious to see my experience this year compared to last year. Just waiting in lines, because again, we went for 3 days, or well, Did we go for 3? No, I think we went for 2 days last year. And it's just like Friday and Saturday, we waited in line all day. All day. Just didn't even could do anything. I don't even think we went to see a panel last year. And if I remember correctly, that was when the animated Lord of the Rings came out. And I was going to go see that. And I was in line, so I missed that panel. So, but all right, guys. Well, thank you very, very much for watching. I appreciate it. My wife says thank you as well. She is taking care of the puppy right now, and we'll see what happens. With the Funko thing first. That's the next one up. And like I said, I'll probably drop another much shorter video, and just kind of summarize everything and try to get those rooms down, because I really want to have I want information on that, because I'm always curious to see how many people can fit in those rooms, because I know some people love cons just to go to panels. So I want to make sure I'm feeding that information out to you too. So, but anyways, all right, guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to keep those heads on, and I'll see you guys in the next video.